Before we start, we're going to be running a monthly competition over on my Instagram. I'm going to be posting like a little post at the beginning of the month. Everyone that comments on it, everyone that leaves a like has a chance to win, and we'll be giving away either like a 1 month or a 3 month PlayStation Plus membership, either that or a PSN credit. Make sure you're following over on there. It's going to be happening every single month, and the first one is going to be starting today, so make sure you don't miss out. So we've had this month's PlayStation Plus games for like literally a week now. I know a lot of people have been loving them. A lot of people have kind of been complaining at the fact that we got an EA Access game and what people are kind of taking as a demo, even though it's more of a taster. Personally, I've been enjoying them, but we have got quite a few things to talk about today. We've got bonus content for you guys for games that you're probably loving. We've got a pretty awesome rumor for a game that I kind of grew up playing. It kind of got remastered, remade, and it is absolutely awesome, and some other stuff as well. Now, as usual, before we do get into it, if you guys do need to renew your PlayStation Plus memberships, if you need to get your PSN credit on the cheap, or just get your games at a decent discounted price, make sure you check out the sponsor, Instant Gaming. There is a link down below that will give you a bit of a discount, and everything on there is usually like 20 to 30% off anyway, so it is definitely worth checking out to save yourself a few quid. But let's get into it. First things first, the drop. Unfortunately, there's no new games out at all this week, which personally I'm interested in checking out. There's a lot of kind of like stuff that's out on PlayStation already that's kind of being released on the Switch, but new games, for me personally, there is absolutely nothing. So we've not done the drop video this week, and we haven't really got anything to talk about right now. So I'm going to kind of jump onto the games that we got for PlayStation Plus this month. My favourite out of the lot. And I've got to say, it's Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I mean, I love Borderlands anyway, so any excuse to kind of jump onto the style of game, for me, is just great. I used to hate the comic book style of it, and then eventually I played it, and for whatever reason I kind of completely changed my mind, and now I really love it. It's definitely worth jumping into. It pretty much plays very similar to the way that Borderlands plays anyway, but obviously a little bit of a different take. It's free right now. I'd definitely recommend checking it out and playing it if you haven't already. At least add it to your library at some point, because it's definitely a game worth playing, even though it is kind of just a taster for when the main game actually comes out. But either way, let's move on. The rumours, the main thing that you guys are kind of watching for. Now, the rumours for Monkey Ball. Now, this game, I grew up playing it on a Nintendo GameCube, and I absolutely loved it. It was crazy, and to be fair, you've got the main game where it's like literally like little, not mazes as such, but little puzzled areas that you have to try and get through without your monkey that's in a ball falling off while collecting bananas and all that kind of thing. That's not too bad. For me personally, it's more than minigames. I mean, it's got everything on it. You can play bowling, pool. There is so much stuff on it that it keeps you entertained for hours. And one of the main things that I used to play was the Monkey Ball Racing, which again is built into this, and it plays like very much like Mario Kart, apart from the controls are a little bit dodgy and controlling your balls a little bit awkward, but once you get used to it, it's absolutely amazing. I already own this game, so for me, it doesn't really matter, and I still play it all the time anyway. However, for anyone that hasn't tried it, I do think it would make an amazing PlayStation Plus title, and I think you guys would absolutely love it. Looking at the trailer and stuff, curious to see what you think. Leave a comment down below. If this was to come to PlayStation Plus, is it something that you'd be playing, or is it something that you guys would avoid like the plague? But moving on, bonus content. It's always nice to get something for free, whether or not it's through PlayStation Plus or whether it's through a different service. This is through Twitch Prime. Now, don't worry if you don't have an active membership. There is a link down below where you can claim this and a load of other free stuff as well, so make sure you check it out. But this week, I'm actually talking about some free content that you guys can claim for Splitgate. Now, if you don't know, Splitgate is a free-to-play shooter, and I'll be honest, I love it. Only problem for me, none of my mates play it, so I get stuck playing it on my own, which, in all honesty, I don't mind, because I have loads and loads of fun playing it anyway. But if you think of an FPS game where it's not massive maps, it's more like little arenas, so if you think like Halo kind of style. However, it's then also mixed with like Portal, if you ever played that, so you can kind of get into an area, put a portal down, and put another portal down, and you can kind of pop through, shoot people, drop back through it. You can shoot through the portals as well, which is pretty cool, so you can kind of position yourself in a pretty decent way to kind of get through it. I absolutely love the game. I smashed it out, and it was amazing to play. But you can get yourself some free content for it right now. You can get exclusive Portal and weapon skins. Now you'll see there's a little thing at the top, so you guys can actually get this. I've already claimed one through a different account, but you can get the Nebula skins. You get it for the Sniper, the assault rifle, you also get it for a pistol, and you get a portal skin as well, which is pretty cool because the basic ones in the game aren't that good. And I know it's always nice to stand out in the crowd with some pretty cool cosmetics, so it's definitely worth taking a look at. But either way, Splitgate, I love it. If you've never played it and you're after a new shooter, definitely give it a go. Before we move on though, any of you guys that are curious about the setup that I use, like PC, mic or whatever, if you're looking at becoming a content creator or just messing around with it, there's links down below that will link you through to the stuff that I use. I use kind of mid-range stuff. It's not major expensive, but it's not dirt cheap. It seems to do the job pretty well, to the point I've never really had any issues with it. Now, this is the point normally where I'd say, what have I been playing this week? Because you guys are always asking. This week, I haven't actually been playing a single game. Now, you guys, a lot of you guys probably aren't aware. If you follow me on like Instagram, you might be aware. Things have kind of flipped upside down in my life over the past like month or two, to the point where you guys might know I'm married, I've got children, and yes, I am all grown up. But me and my wife actually split up at the end of last year. And it was a bit of a sad time. Everything kind of went upside down and it was just an awful time to go through. However, last week, I met someone new. She's beautiful. She's amazing. And this past week, that's kind of not what I've been doing. So, that sounds so weird to say. But that's kind of where I've been spending my time. I've been spending my time with this beautiful girl that I met. And yeah, I just haven't had time for gaming. I've been doing the YouTube videos, but all my spare time's kind of been spent there. Again, I mentioned it yesterday, a lot of stuff that I've been up to recently I've been posting over on Instagram, so any of you guys that follow me just for the gaming content, fantastic. Any of you guys that are always in the comments that look at the personal side of things, if you want to follow my life and see what I'm up to, make sure you follow me over on Instagram, you'll see a link pop up. It's mostly like stories, the occasional post, so you'll kind of see what I'm up to day to day as such. It'd be amazing if you'd follow over on there. It's something that I've kind of been trying to use a lot more. But moving on anyway, to finish up with my predictions. Now, there's one game that I'm going to go for, and the reason that I'm going for it is the previous games have been on PlayStation Plus in the past. Tropico 6. Now, Tropico, I played a couple of them. Not really my style of game, if I'm being honest. There's like a big dictator, and it's like a city builder at the same time. So you're putting your buildings down, building roads and docks and all that kind of stuff. Progressing through the game, earning money, and kind of progressing through the times as such. Now, I've played other games like this. Sometimes they're okay. Sometimes they really irritate me. I think with Tropico, I didn't like the style of it. The fact that it was more like a dictator kind of thing. And even though it was quite cool, I liked the idea of it. Once actually sat there playing it, it just didn't really do it for me, to the point I just didn't last on it. I ended up deleting the game and never jumped back on it. I know a lot of people that really enjoy playing Tropico, and I know a lot of you guys out there are going to be like, it's amazing, why don't you like it? And it's just one of them. I like some city builders, I like some styles of games like that. However, this one just didn't really do it for me. So anyone that does like it, no offense, it just wasn't really for me. But that is pretty much it for this one. Any of the games that I have mentioned today, or when it does come to other PlayStation Plus titles coming out in the future, if you're looking for people to play with, make sure you jump in the Discord. It's a decent, cool community, and it's just an easy way to find new people to play with. So with multiplayer games, you're not stuck playing on your own. And when it comes to any other gaming news, anything that I don't post videos on, if it's just little snippets from games that I'm playing and stuff, it usually gets shared over on Twitter. However, again, in the past like week or two, or possibly month, I've not really been active on Twitter that much either, just because of things that have been going on in life. However, things are kind of getting back to normal, but at the same time, exciting times as well. But make sure you're following over on there as well. It is very much appreciated. But that was pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.